Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how you can add custom cursors to your Readymag projects, both on easy mode and on hard mode. I'm kidding, they're actually both pretty easy, but one of these options will require you to work with a little bit of custom code, but don't worry because we'll get to that later in the video. Basically, either way, get ready to absolutely wow your visitors. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first off, what exactly is a custom cursor? Well, it's a personalized pointer that replaces the standard operating system arrow and allows you to customize your project interface for aesthetic, branding, or accessibility reasons. This relatively small detail can really help your website stand out and help create a super cohesive visual world. There are two options for using custom cursors in Readymag. One for your whole project, which means the default arrow or pointer cursor will be replaced by a custom icon of your choice, and for individual widgets, which means the cursor will change when hovering only over a particular widget. This second option is cool because it lets you have more than one cursor in your project and can help viewers navigate across different features of your project, like in this example here. You can also combine these two formats. You can set a custom cursor for your entire project and then another custom cursor for just a widget. Great, so let's create one of both together. First up, some requirements. Custom cursor icons should be uploaded in a PNG or SVG format, and because this thing is so small, the maximum size for a PNG file is 256 pixels and 128 pixels for an SVG file. Your custom cursor can literally be any design or drawing or image you want as long as it's exported at a small enough file size. To set a custom cursor for an entire project, go to the preview mode in your editor, click on Viewer Settings, and toggle on Use Custom Cursor. It's literally that simple. It'll give you two options here. Choose default or choose pointer. Default means your custom icon will replace the sort of always-on default cursor arrow. Choose pointer means your custom cursor will replace the pointer cursor shown when viewers hover over just clickable elements, like links, clickable widgets, slideshow controls, and more. Think about your project needs and aesthetics and what makes most sense for you. Upload your file, and voila! If you want to add a custom cursor to a specific widget, you'll use the custom cursor feature in the properties toolbar. In your editor, click the widget you want to set the custom cursor for and click the little arrow icon in the right toolbar. Now, same as we just had, upload your image or vector file and you're good to go. Now you should see a difference between your global custom cursor and the special one you used for your specific widget. There is no limit to the amount of custom cursors you can set here, but I do recommend keeping it pretty tight and reduced unless your design is like super built around many custom cursors, like in this user example here. This is a super good example of a really creative custom cursor use where it amplifies the overall design and UX, but I will say it's a pretty unique case. As a rule of thumb, maybe stick to one, maybe max two custom cursors across your project. If you want to delete or replace your cursor, just click on the X or replace it with something else. This goes for both global and widget-specific cursors. Okay, now that we've mastered that, let's get into something a little more complex. Let's say a static custom cursor just isn't crazy enough for us and we really want something interactive like this or like this. Well, great, we're gonna have to add it in with code. Code isn't something to be super afraid of, but I know it can be quite intimidating if you haven't used it before. The best and cleanest way to add code for a custom cursor in Readymag is through the project code editor. There's also a code widget in Readymag, but that isn't the right thing for this task. Because an interactive custom cursor requires custom code, that's something we're also going to have to source from somewhere, as most of us likely aren't coders ourselves. There are several places on the internet where you can find open code for a cursor, like when people have made code for their projects available. You could check Reddit here maybe, or browse through our own Readymag forum under custom code. Another option is you could get a coder friend to write something for you, or try vibe coding something simple yourself using an AI tool. Definitely feel free to comment under this video with your findings or any tips to help other people searching for custom code. So, once you've got your code, this is how you'll implement it into your project. In your project editor, navigate to your project settings and click Code. Now click Code Editor. Now it'll open up these scary 4 tabs: Head, After Body, Before Body, and CSS. You're going to use 2 of those tabs. First, click the CSS tab and paste in the CSS portion of your code. That's everything between the style tags. Then click Before Body and paste in the rest, the HTML divs and the JavaScript. Hit save and close, and then publish your project and check it on the live URL. That's genuinely it. 2 pastes, done. The hard part is getting the code, but once you've got it, we're smooth sailing. The reason we use the project code editor instead of the actual code widget is that the widget wraps your code in a kind of mini browser inside the page, which causes the cursor to block clicks on your other elements. We obviously don't want that. The project code editor, on the other hand, injects straight into the page itself, so the cursor tracks perfectly and everything stays clickable and interactive. We did it! One thing I do want to leave you guys with though is that because we try and keep things as clear and simple as possible at Readymag, we can't always guarantee full support for highly custom code implementations because they can vary a lot from project to project. So this custom cursor method really does imply like a certain level of off-road journeying. But that being said, it is possible. So play around, troubleshoot, see what you come up with. And if all of that feels too much, then our native no-code custom cursor will probably suffice for like most cases. I really hope this tutorial helped, and we will see each other in the next one. Happy designing!